not making sound and with the thing up.
Okay, motion to begin the August 27th, 2026 session of the Board of Zoning Appeals.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Welcome, everyone. As a matter of protocol, we're gonna be following our agenda. The way that it works is we'll call up an agenda item and an applicant can come sit up there and introduce themselves. After you introduce yourself, we'll have a staff report. After staff gives their report, we may have questions for staff, and then if not, then it'll be your turn. After that, we'll maybe ask you some questions, and then we will open it up for a public hearing for anybody who wants to speak either for or against the application. If there is, then we'll give you some time for rebuttal if there's comments about the project. After that, the board will deliberate. We may or may not go into what's called deliberative session. If we do, we'll make a motion to go into deliberative session. We'll go with our legal counsel into a room across the hallway. You guys just hold tight and we'll be back as soon as we can. Is there anybody in the audience that's going to give testimony today? You'll be sworn in. And generally, if they come in and, if they come in, we'll just have them table side, give them. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Has everybody had a chance to take a look at the minutes?
Yes.
Any corrections or notes or comments to the minutes?
No, sir. Motion to approve Jefferson County Board of Zoning Appeals minutes dated July 23rd, 2026.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. First on our agenda, we'll have agenda item number 1, it's file number 26-20-ZV. It's a variance from section 5.7D of the zoning ordinance to reduce the rear setback from 50 feet to 41 feet for a 15-foot by 60-foot expansion to a private airplane hangar. Parcels owned by Timothy Poole. It's in Cedar Meadows Air Park subdivision, lot 9 at 314 Lindbergh Way in Summit Point. Parcel ID is noted in the agenda as just over 3.5 acres in the rural zoning district. And may we have the applicant, please?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. I'm Timothy Poole.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Is the green light on? Up top is a switch goes.
Yep.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. Thank you. I'm Timothy Poole.
Thank you very much. And staff, whenever you're ready, sir.
Yes, thank you. So the subject parcel is designated as Lot 9 of the Cedar Meadows Air Park subdivision, which was recorded on August 7th, 2003. The required setbacks for the subject lot are 40 feet front, 15 side, and 50 rear. The applicant is requesting a variance from section 5.7B to reduce the rear setback from 50 feet to 41 feet for the construction of a 15-foot by 60-foot expansion to an existing private airplane hangar, which is considered an accessory structure. The applicant has stated in the application that the rear property line is directly adjacent to the HOA-owned private runway and that the HOA has no objections to the setback reduction request. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any questions for staff?
No.
Okay, Mr. Poole, why do you need this variance?
I have the first of first world problems, sir. I have a building that is large enough in and of itself to accommodate the aircraft that we're fortunate enough to be the caretaker of currently. However, the door on the building is not big enough for the aircraft to pass through. So in order to install a larger door on the structure, we do need to extend the building somewhat in order to install this larger door for the aircraft to safely fit in and out of the accessory structure.
Okay.
Any questions for the applicant?
No.
Do you fly often?
I try to as much as possible.
Enough to have a airstrip in your backyard?
There's no other way to live if you're a pilot, sir.
You don't have any groundhogs out there, do you?
No, we don't, fortunately.
Okay, and what was represented there? There's an airstrip in your backyard. If a fire truck needs to get through there, they can get through there. No other residences except for what's in that HOA there.
That is correct.
No, there's plenty of room out here for this minor addition.
Yeah, rural, I think they call it.
Mm-hmm.
Keith, you have anything for him? Not at all. Okay. Do I have a motion to approve file number file number 26-20-ZV, the variance request from section 5.7D of the zoning ordinance to reduce the rear setback from 50 feet? Actually, I'm sorry, hold on one second. Is there anybody in the audience that wants to speak for this or against it?
None.
Anything further to add?
No, sir.
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve file number 26-20-ZV, a variance from 5.7D of the zoning ordinance to reduce the rear setback from 50 feet to 41 feet for a proposed 15-foot by 60-foot expansion to a private airplane hangar, parcels owned by Timothy Poole, it's in Cedar Meadows Air Park subdivision, lot 9, 314 Lindbergh Way in Summit Point, parcel ID noted in the agenda, just over 3.5 acres in the rural zoning district.
So moved.
And do I have a second?
A second.
And is there any discussion on the motion?
No, sir.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Your motion carries, sir. And you can see them for, further instructions as far as what you got.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Do we have an applicant yet for file number 26-21-ZV, Teresa Hoyt, the property owner for the Bel Air subdivision? Okay, so if you want to come on up, state your name, and if you haven't been sworn in, they'll go ahead and take care of you on that.
Gentlemen, can I be sworn? Good evening, board members. Thank you for your time.
No, if you'll turn that on, please.
Here we go. Thank you.
Got it? Good.
I test my testimony will be true and accurate.
Okay, and if you want to introduce yourself, please.
My name is Seth Rivard. I'm here representing Ms. Hoyt on this application. So as you can see in the application,
Hold on 1 second. Board.
Sure,
We're gonna
staff
have the
report.
Staff report first.
Sure.
Just
Thank you.
Administrator.
The subject parcel is lot 273 of the Bel Air subdivision, phase 3, which was recorded in February 2022. Pursuant to Appendix A of the zoning ordinance, required setbacks are 25 feet front, 12 side, and 20 feet rear. And the applicant is requesting to reduce the rear setback requirement from 20 feet to 18 feet for a 12-foot by 16-foot deck. The subject lot was platted with 2 front setbacks, which reduces the buildable area of the subject lot. Additionally, the property contains a 25-foot wide landscape easement along the western property line, which fronts Bel Air Manor Drive. The applicants previously received a similar setback reduction variance for a screened-in porch and wish to add a deck of the same depth. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And just for the record, because I didn't read it out before I called him up here, we are on file number 26-21-ZV. The variance or the request is a variance from Appendix A to reduce rear setback from 20 feet to 18 feet for a proposed 12 by 16-foot deck. Teresa Hoyt is the property owner in the Bel Air subdivision, lot number 273. It's at 101 Claymont Hill Street in Charlestown. Parcel ID is noted in the agenda as just under a quarter acre in the residential growth district. And sir, if you want to go ahead, why do you need this variance?
thank you. As noted, there's an existing screen porch that has had a variance of the modest 2-foot reduction from 20 feet to 18 feet. The encroachment is 2 feet. Next to this screen porch, the property owner would like to add an open deck next to it. So it'd be the same depth as the existing screen porch, again, encroaching into that setback, that rear set required yard by 2 feet. And so to keep the back flush and consistent, the request is to encroach in there with a deck that matches the back plane of the screen porch, as I noted, and then it would run the existing length of the home. Regarding any sort of hardship issue and, public safety, I mean, clearly, there's 18 foot of rear setback there. There's certainly enough room for our fire apparatus and space and not overcrowding. So, we don't think that is an issue, encroaching to the rear setback a couple feet. It's consistent with what was approved previously for the screen porch. We think it's in keeping with that. We're asking for reasonable use of the land. We think this modest couple feet will not be a significant impact or set really any precedent to this lot. And we're on a sort of corner lot, so there's limited directions to which a deck could be built in general. Really only leaves 2 yards out of 3 that are typically available for a deck. So that's the applicant's request. I can take any questions if you have any.
Board members, do you have any questions for the applicant?
On one of the plats, it says 18.8, and you're just asking 2 is a buffer.
18.8, what was finally agreed upon, is that correct? Yes, 18.8.
So it's visually, it's only going to impact it by 16 inches.
Correct, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And again, we have 2 fronts, still confused by that.
Corner lot to the front.
Any other questions for the applicant? Is there anybody in the audience to speak for or against this application?
Just went to the eye doctor and I do not see any.
Okay. Board members, I personally, I think it's a reasonable request. I don't think it's gonna change the character of the property whatsoever.
No.
Or the neighborhood. So with that, do I have a motion to approve agenda item number 226-21-DV, a variance from appendix A to reduce the rear setback from 20 feet to 18 feet for a proposed 12-foot by 16-foot deck? The property is owned by Teresa Hoyt in the Bel Air subdivision, lot number 273 at 101 Claymont Hill Street. It's in Charlestown with the parcel ID noted in the agenda, just under 1/4 acre in the residential growth district.
So moved.
Do I have a second? Second. Any discussion?
No, sir.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, sir.
Thank you all. Appreciate your time.
All right, zoning administrator's report. Next regular meeting is scheduled for Thursday, September 24th. Deadline for submissions is Friday, August 21st. Your zoning certificate activity report is attached. Just to follow up, so with the sportsplex / athletic field complex text amendment, our planning intern for the summer and Madison Askins, our county planner, they presented their preliminary findings, recommendations to the Planning Commission at the August 11th regular meeting, awaiting further direction. And the solar text amendment will be back on the Planning Commission's agenda for the September 8th meeting.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Welcome, counselor. Do you have any kind of update for us?
Mr. President, I do not have any further updates regarding these issues.
But I was waiting for the other shoe to drop.
No, you know me, I try to get through these as quickly as possible.
Fair enough. All right. Okay, is there any further business to come before the board? We have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much, guys.
All right, guys, have a good one.